Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to Level Up with Naomi. We're still in the cruise. I know I went live a little earlier. Just went inside because it was too windy and a little chilly out there. But I'll be touring you around and we got Shadow. Hi. Oh, here's my son. Say hi.
Hi. Bye.
Bye. Hi and bye. There you go. So they're done actually talking about the cruise, but it's a 1 hour cruise. So let's see. So that's Shuttle for you, Space Needle there. It's the landmark of Shuttle. So this is our second time coming to this place and joining this cruise. I know it's the first time sharing with you guys. See, that is the Space Needle. We went there yesterday too. Mm, beautiful. It's about 605 feet with the revolving glass. It's pretty as well. I'll share a video with you. So that's the downtown shuttle. Yeah. Stop talking. It's a little wavy. So it's a bird right there. Pretty good, pretty good. There you go, there's Chris. So, to a lot of experts here. Cruises. I'm trying to balance. Yeah. What can you say about Space Needle?
Space Needle is my favorite building in the whole entire world.
Really? How
Yeah.
come? Why? Why is it your favorite?
It looks cool and it's literally spinning at the top.
Yeah. Hello.
Dede.
Popcorn. Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Yeah, come on. Sit there, Ben. Ben, sit there with Didin and eat the popcorn. Come on, with Didin. Yeah. Nice. There's a lot of people in here actually. And you know, mask mandate is no longer, wasn't lifted, so everybody's actually wearing masks.
All right, folks, we are coming up on the
Yes.
industrial area here on our right-hand side, our starboard side. Got the park amusement right here as well down this waterway. This is the
Set
West
right.
Duwamish River. We're going
I'll
to
go
go down the
there.
East Duwamish River here in just a little while, but there's also a container ship down there, some gantry cranes, and a concrete production facility that recently came off strike. So they're producing a lot more concrete. They also a recycle plant down there, a whole bunch of industry down the river. And a lot of those rely on barges to take their there. And so many of the barges that are parked in this area are for getting the goods down there. Here on the northwestern corner of Harbor Island, which sits in between the East and West Duwamish River, we have bigger industrial shipyards. Now, the shipyard here has dry docks. These dry docks, as the name would suggest, are used to dryly dock vessels. There are these big, very U-shaped structures. They've got 3 chambers to the wing walls and the bottom there. Now, when they want to bring a boat up into the dry dock, they have to sink the dry dock down
deck
below
of the sheet.
water, drive the boat into it, then pump air back into that bottom chamber and water back out.
Okay, I might drop my phone. So we'll go here.
This
A little farther.
right is a factory fisher, just like the ones that we saw down there at the fishing dock, fishing pier. It's got a little color there off the back. These next 2 boats that we're going to be seeing are Navy warships. This one is actually a missile cruiser from the U.S. Navy.
Navy warship. Where is that? Oh, this. These are combat vessels.
Navy SEALs, right? And this is the Navy SEA Lions. You look on the fence over the orange roping and the black cans, there's all these little lumps sitting up there on the fence. Those are California sea lions.
Whoa.
For quite some time, so you can float its way here. I'm going to tell you a little more about this warship, but then I'll go back to the sea lions here in just a moment. This littoral combat ship is just over 400 feet long, and it's basically a massive jet ski. It's probably the biggest jet ski I've ever
Massive
seen.
jet
There's
ski.
those 4 circles there on the back of it, on the bottom, are its jet propulsion. Its
Whoa.
speeds higher than 55 miles per hour, and a big thing on the back is used to deploy waterborne drones. It's basically a brand spanking new warship in the Navy, constructed in 2017, same year as this ship actually, which is pretty cool. We're like twinsies. And it's a trimaran vessel, so it's got 3 holes going down into the water instead of the traditional one, just like the other Navy warship did. Not only that, but it's got stealth paneling on it. You can see the center when it's coming around the corner there. Has the angled plating just like a stealth bomber. That means it deflects radar away from the hull. It makes it appear much smaller to a radar reader, which is pretty darn sweet. It's the future of the U.S. Navy on the ships. And you're right, we've got some very aspiring young male sea lions. Now I can tell you these are male sea lions.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we don't get any female California sea
There's
lions in the
some
waters
sea
here.
lions
They're all
right
down in
there.
California, loving the beach down there. They don't have any need to come up here in these waters because these sea
Hope you
lions
can see
are in
those
these waters
guys.
to basically get stronger, eat a bunch of salmon, and to get bigger so that they can then compete for space down there. There's a thing among the sea lions called the Beachmaster competition where the biggest, meanest sea lion carves out a spot of beach, and the other male sea lions have to stay out of that space. So there's only so much room down there, so they compete every single year, and we get the losers, unfortunately. We get the punks that come up here and eat our lovely salmon, and then hang out on our fences. Now they're hanging on the fence up here in the sun because, like I mentioned earlier, the water is really cold. So they can go diving, they can go diving lower than 150 feet, but they're really cold after they do that. So they have to come back up onto the fence to warm up before they go diving once again. And it's a nice place to nap. Not only that, but this area is pretty darn safe. The dock here on our right-hand side is and you can see there are some other vessels there. The Global Pilot, it is consistent barge there. That is a ATB, articulating tug and barge, and it functions as well to take fuel to these large, just like we saw with the Carnival ship that was out there. And actually, this one right here looks like it's a conducting fueling operation as well. They pull those barges alongside these big ships, and then they can do a fueling operation off one side, and then unload cargo or passengers or whatever they're doing off on the other side. Keeps it pretty efficient here in the bay. This next dock is going to be our tugboat dock. The benefit of barges is that they don't require a crew or a motor or anything like that, but that means that you do need to hire a tugboat in order to get them where they're going. They're just really cheap to park. So these tugboats are designed for that purpose. They're way overpowered for their size typically because they're designed to move much heavier things and tow them around. This one here, the Nanalo, is a pretty special tugboat. It has a special means of propulsion that allows it to go forward, backward, side to side, diagonally, pirouette, whatever it needs to. And that's either going to be twin-side coil propulsion, which is kind of like egg beaters going down into the water, and they rotate different speeds so they can go whichever way it needs to go. Or it's going to be a Z-drive propulsion, which is kind of like an office desk fan there in the middle of the hull of the ship that allows it to pivot wherever it needs to go. Pretty awesome systems of propulsion there on this tugboat. You might be looking at this body of land that we've been passing, Harbor Island, and thinking, man, Alex, that looks pretty flat. I've been around the city today. Nothing's been flat, anywhere. And what's the deal with this island being so flat? Now, I'll tell you, it's because this entire body of land is man-made. This is the largest man-made island in the United States. And at the time it was constructed, it was also the largest man-made island in the world. Harbor Island is 420 acres large.
Wow.
And wonder why it's called Harbor Island? That's because the
Man-made island.
We're going down the east border right here, and we're going to be seeing some close personal views of these gantry cranes all lined up here. They're these big white cranes with the cars that go over the top.
Hi.
Now, gantry cranes are integral to our localization. We're using these products all over the place. You're probably familiar with shipping containers. Probably seen them around somewhere, right? These shipping containers are mandated by the United Nations to be the very same exact style all around the world. And these cranes Same deal. It has to be the same sort of crane armature. And everything has been standardized globally. These containers were only invented in the 1960s. So that's a pretty crazy thing that's happened here. And when these container ships were invented, they were relatively small, but they keep getting bigger and bigger
You
and bigger and
do?
bigger. They kind of reached
Hey, we're
the limit for how long
going
they can be.
inside. We'll say bye to them. Hey
But
guys,
now the way that they're
we're
growing is
going
actually
inside
getting wider,
again.
which is pretty crazy to think about.
Thank you for
These cranes can handle,
watching.
these
See you
containers can
next
handle about
time.
24 containers
I'll show
wide.
you
They
around
haven't worked out there
later,
yet, so they're
okay?
still good for a little while.
Right.
Those cranes behind us to the
Huh?
left,
It's
those
bright.
cranes are too
It
old
is
to
bright.
work on these containers.
Bye.
They're
Bye.
not the actual containers themselves, but they're too
For watching.
short to get to the tall ships.